What really happened in those unforgettable seconds when Suga stepped onto the Soundcheck stage in Las Vegas? Why did thousands of ARMY suddenly scream as if the concert had already begun long before the official show started? And what secret moment during BTS Las Vegas Day 1 Soundcheck instantly sent social media into chaos, leaving fans emotional, shaking, and unable to stop replaying the clips over and over again? Before we begin, ARMY, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments, share your favorite Suga moment from Las Vegas Day 1, and subscribe so you never miss the latest emotional stories, shocking concert moments, and unforgettable memories from BTS and the ARMY universe. Las Vegas did not sleep that night. The bright city lights that usually belong to casinos, luxury hotels, and endless nightlife suddenly became background scenery for something far more powerful. Hours before the official event even began, thousands of ARMY were already gathering outside the venue wearing purple outfits, carrying banners, waving light sticks, and chanting the names of the BTS members with unstoppable excitement. Yet among all the anticipation, one name echoed louder than anything else. Suga. Min Yoongi. The quiet genius of BTS who somehow never needed to say too much to make millions feel everything at once. Fans had been waiting all day under the hot Las Vegas sun just for a glimpse of him. Some traveled across countries, others spent months saving money for this single moment, and many simply wanted to witness whether Suga would finally show the warm smile fans had been desperately hoping to see after weeks of emotional tour schedules and endless speculation online. Nobody knew exactly what would happen during Soundcheck, but everyone felt that something unforgettable was about to unfold. The atmosphere changed the moment the lights inside the venue dimmed slightly. A wave of screams exploded across the arena before any member even appeared. The giant screens flickered, the music softly echoed through the speakers, and suddenly silhouettes began walking toward the stage. One by one, the BTS members emerged, causing the audience to erupt into complete chaos. Yet when Suga finally stepped forward wearing a simple oversized outfit, sunglasses, and that unmistakable calm aura, the volume inside the stadium became deafening. It was not even the official concert yet, but the emotional energy already felt overwhelming. At first, Suga looked around quietly, almost shyly, as if trying to absorb the massive crowd standing before him. Then something happened that immediately melted every ARMY heart inside the venue. He smiled. A real smile. Soft, genuine, and slightly playful. The kind of smile fans wait years to capture perfectly in photos. And within seconds, the entire arena transformed into a sea of emotional screaming fans trying to process the fact that Suga looked happier, healthier, and more relaxed than many expected. "Why," he shouted suddenly, stretching the word with excitement while waving both hands toward the audience. That single greeting became the moment everyone would talk about for the rest of the night. Fans screamed louder than ever before. Some covered their mouths in disbelief, others cried instantly, and many started jumping while recording shaky videos on their phones. Even people watching from live stream clips later admitted they got chills hearing the way Suga greeted the crowd. It felt personal. Warm. Real. Almost as if he genuinely missed the fans and wanted them to feel appreciated before the actual performance even began. Then came another shocking moment nobody expected. Instead of simply checking microphones and stage positions like a normal soundcheck, Suga started interacting with ARMY continuously. He walked from one side of the stage to the other, pointing at fans, laughing at signs in the audience, and occasionally dancing playfully to random beats being tested through the speakers. Every small movement triggered explosive reactions. When he adjusted his hair, fans screamed. When he laughed at another member's joke, fans screamed even louder. But when he suddenly stopped near the edge of the stage and looked directly toward the audience with an emotional expression, the entire atmosphere shifted into something almost magical. For a brief moment, it felt less like a stadium concert and more like an intimate reunion between Suga and ARMY. Some fans later described that exact second as unforgettable because his eyes seemed emotional, almost overwhelmed by the crowd's love. Others believed he was trying hard to hold back tears after hearing tens of thousands of people chanting his name non-stop across the venue. Nobody can fully confirm what he felt internally, but one thing became undeniable. The connection between Suga and ARMY that night felt stronger than ever before. As the soundcheck continued, the members casually tested songs while joking around with each other. However, Suga unexpectedly became one of the most energetic members on stage. Fans noticed him laughing more openly, teasing the audience, and even pretending to conduct the crowd like an orchestra while ARMY screamed in rhythm. Every gesture immediately turned into viral content online. Social media platforms exploded within minutes. Yoongi looks so happy. He smiled so much. This is the most relaxed I've seen him. Las Vegas Day 1 is insane. Comments flooded every platform as clips from the soundcheck spread rapidly around the world. Even fans who could not attend physically felt emotional watching the videos from home. Many admitted they replayed the clips repeatedly because there was something deeply comforting about seeing Suga genuinely enjoying himself on stage again. Yet perhaps the most talked about moment happened unexpectedly near the end of Soundcheck. As background music faded briefly between technical checks, fans inside the venue suddenly began singing together. It started softly at first, almost accidental, before thousands of ARMY voices united into one emotional chorus echoing throughout the entire stadium. The members paused to listen, visibly touched by the overwhelming support. But Suga's reaction instantly became the highlight of the entire evening. He stood still. Completely still. Then he slowly lowered his microphone and simply listened to the fans singing for him. The camera screens captured his expression perfectly. A mixture of surprise, gratitude, and emotion crossed his face as he looked across the audience filled with purple lights and screaming fans. The venue exploded emotionally. Some ARMY started crying immediately after seeing his reaction because it felt incredibly sincere and vulnerable. Then came the moment nobody expected. Suga placed his hand over his heart and bowed gently toward the crowd. The screams afterward became almost uncontrollable. Fans later described feeling goosebumps throughout their entire body during that scene. Even online viewers who only watched blurry recordings admitted they became emotional seeing how much the moment clearly meant to him. It was not part of choreography. It was not scripted. It felt raw and honest, the kind of memory that stays with fans forever because it reminds them why the bond between BTS and ARMY feels so unique compared to anything else in music culture. Meanwhile, outside the venue, thousands of additional fans who could not enter gathered around giant screens, listening to the soundcheck echoes from afar and reacting every time screams erupted from inside the stadium. Las Vegas streets turned purple as crowds filled sidewalks holding BTS banners and waving light sticks under the neon city lights. Tourists passing by looked shocked at the scale of the event, while local businesses nearby reportedly became packed with ARMY discussing every second of the soundcheck in real time. Inside the venue, the members continued testing songs casually, but fans noticed Suga frequently looking toward the audience with a softer expression than usual. Some believed he was trying to memorize the atmosphere. Others thought he was simply feeling grateful after seeing such overwhelming support from international fans once again. Whatever the reason, his presence that night carried an emotional intensity impossible to ignore. At one point, another member jokingly nudged Suga during a stage transition, causing him to laugh so hard he briefly bent forward while covering his face. Naturally, the audience completely lost control again. Cameras flashed non-stop while fans screamed his name repeatedly across the venue. Yet beneath all the excitement, there was also something deeply emotional about the night. Many ARMY had spent months worried about the members due to exhausting schedules, constant public attention, and emotional pressures surrounding global fame. Seeing Suga appear relaxed, playful, and genuinely happy during soundcheck felt comforting to countless fans who only wanted him to smile sincerely again. That is why even the smallest interactions became meaningful. Every laugh, every wave, every smile carried emotional weight far beyond a normal concert moment. As soundcheck slowly approached its end, nobody wanted the moment to finish. Fans continued chanting BTS and Suga's names loudly, hoping for just one more interaction before the members disappeared backstage. Then suddenly, Suga turned around one final time before leaving. He waved slowly toward the audience. But instead of immediately exiting, he paused. He looked back again. And then he smiled once more. The reaction inside the stadium became pure chaos. Fans screamed, cried, hugged each other, and desperately tried capturing the final seconds on their phones before the lights dimmed completely. Even after the members left the stage, the emotional energy inside the venue remained overwhelming. People could still be heard talking excitedly about Suga's expressions, his greeting, his laughter, and especially the emotional moment when he placed his hand over his heart while listening to ARMY sing. Outside the venue, social media continued exploding throughout the night. Clips from the Soundcheck dominated fan timelines across multiple countries. Memes, emotional edits, slow-motion videos, and heartfelt fan reactions spread rapidly as people analyzed every second of Suga's behavior on stage. Some fans even called it one of the most emotional soundchecks BTS had ever held in Las Vegas. What made the moment even more unforgettable was how natural everything felt. There were no dramatic speeches. No overly scripted interactions. Just genuine energy between Suga and the fans who had waited endlessly to see him again. Sometimes the simplest moments become the most powerful, and Las Vegas Day 1 Soundcheck proved exactly that. Long after the soundcheck ended, fans remained outside the venue replaying clips together, discussing favorite moments, and emotionally preparing for the official concert ahead. Yet many quietly admitted that the soundcheck itself already felt magical enough to become a core memory forever. Because in those few unforgettable seconds when Suga stepped forward, smiled warmly, and greeted ARMY with genuine affection, something extraordinary happened inside that Las Vegas stadium. It was not merely a technical rehearsal anymore. It became a reminder of why millions around the world continue loving BTS with unmatched passion. The lights, the screams, the purple ocean, the emotional smiles, the trembling voices singing together under the Las Vegas sky, everything blended into one unforgettable memory that ARMY will continue replaying for years to come. And perhaps that is the biggest surprise of all. Sometimes the most unforgettable concert moment happens before the concert even truly begins.